Hey, what's up you guys? After Reacts here, and today I'm going to be reacting to some more Person of Interest. This is Season 4, Episode 20. Let's get into the episode. Why is there heavy breathing? Heavy breathing.
Not content with an atlas of Patagonia, it then proceeded to devour a first edition Gatsby.
You want to stop eating your books? Stop buying them leather bound. I'll buy you a new one.
I don't believe I pay you enough to replace it, Mr. Reese, and you're missing the point. Some things simply cannot be replaced.
Coffee? Finch, they didn't have your Sencha thing, so I got you mint medley.
Oh, I'll go without that, thank you.
Okay, this is a flashback episode or something?
Okay, here he is. Evening, Benny.
Why are we watching him again?
We have credible information that Mr. Velasco has run afoul of HR. A member of that organization may try to kill him.
That will save his life.
You make our work sound so simple.
Must be. You're leaving us.
You brought home a beast. I have to walk it and water it and feed it, lest it consume any more of my books.
So this is somewhere at the beginning of Season 2 then. Because Bear sounds like he's new to the family.
No.
Come on, this is a classic.
Classic rock puts me to sleep.
I don't know how rock could ever put you to sleep.
Still trying to get used to this. Being early.
Early.
I'm homicide, John. Usually, if you're spending time with me, it's because you're already dead. Just look at him. Just walking around. Don't even know what's coming for him.
You ought to. Stealing from a bunch of corrupt cops.
Nah, I've seen a lot of dead bodies. You know what they all had in common? Not one of them looked like they saw it coming.
Hey, Wonder Boy, time to pretend to be a detective again. Two Brotherhood guys shot dead.
So it is like, we're going to be going back and forth.
I'm not answering any questions. Elias, this guy's sole survivor. His name's Carlo. See what I can find out.
Finch, I got two dead brothers.
It's nice to see Taraji again. I think that's how you... I don't know.
Hope not. Perhaps this is a crime of opportunity. The machine only sees premeditation.
Could be Elias ordered the shooting in retaliation against Dominic for disappearing 3 of his men.
And we've just received a new number, unrelated to Dominic or Elias. Chase Patterson, 25. Just returned to New York City after 7 years in Paris.
You and Fusco stay on Dominic and Elias. I can handle one murderer on my own.
Alleged murderer.
I'll put out evidence and take a look.
Congratulations.
Don't go buying me that blender just yet, Harry. With Samaritan hunting down the machine, I figured we should start our own search for her. I tried to get close to someone I thought had inside information. It ended badly. Not only am I still on the market, but we have no leads to help us find her.
How long were you talking to this guy for? Or dating this guy?
A gang war. It would involve determining whether the machine...
Oh, maybe it's a woman, I don't know.
When do we start?
Bruce seems to like women, so...
Must be some kind of mistake. I just wanted the Patterson case file.
Wasn't in its proper place. Found it in the primary detective's effects.
Effects.
Detectives' things are evidence now.
Evidence. What?
She was murdered.
Hey, partner, what are you working on?
It's just a cold case. Nothing urgent.
Glasses and Cocoa Puffs are gonna pay a visit to Elias's guy, Carlo. Maybe I should stay here and help with this case. You're not exactly Employee of the Month.
You saying I'm a bad cop?
I'm saying you're a terrible cop. Everything okay with you?
Go help Finch. I got things covered.
Caught a big one. Home invasion, Park Avenue, quadruple hump.
Oh, this guy.
I'll show you how it's done. You're the rook. You keep the file.
Hey, Harold, did you talk with Elias's guy, Carlo?
Miss Groves just finished questioning him. It appears that Carlo went to the deli to cash in a free sandwich coupon. While he was waiting for it, Dominic's men entered and headed for the chips and dip.
Should have had a picnic.
It does appear that this was a crime of opportunity, which means that the machine is indeed functioning as intended. Have you determined whether Mr. Patterson is a victim or a perpetrator?
Not yet, but I'm following him.
I'll meet you.
Trying to stop a gang war, remember?
So, now that you know all of my retirement plans. What has the man in the suit got planned after he hangs up the suit?
I haven't given it much thought.
Don't play with me, John. I just cleaned my service weapon. Now spill.
There is no after for people like us. No beach for you, no retirement for me. We don't do fairy tales. That's how we're built.
You don't really believe that.
Tell me something. How'd you wind up here in the first place?
I'm pretty sure you drove us here.
No, here in this car, drinking cold coffee, stalking a bar owner in the middle of the night.
Well, where else should I be?
You went to law school, how about a corner office downtown?
Thank you for proving my point. I started off on one path, but I changed. Because that wasn't the end game for me, John. You can change too.
No one changes, Carter. You're here because this is where you were always headed.
No one changes. Says the man who was a hobo the first night I met him. You might not have changed, but your wardrobe has. So whatever path you were on, you took a detour.
Yep. But I'll get where I'm going soon enough.
And what does that mean?
Hey, good news. Vash just told me to bring you dinner. Am I interrupting something?
No, but hot dogs aren't dinner, Fusco. Not for normal people. Guess it's the thought that counts.
Hot dogs can be dinner.
You don't want my help? No problem. I got better places to be. Good luck with this one.
She's like, I was really excited about the hot dog.
What did you mean, John?
It just meant things tend to work out the way they're supposed to.
All right. Whatever you like.
And what does that mean?
It means there are two kinds of friends. Ones you talk about the game with, and ones you share your life with. The real stories. Up to you which one you want me to be. But you need to decide, because for a spy, lying isn't your strong suit. Someone here? Why don't you come out where I can see you?
Look in the snow. If there's footprints in the snow, you know that they've gone that way.
Carter,
Better get back here.
I can't. I think Chase was here.
Not unless you're at JFK. The kid took off on a flight to Paris an hour ago. All right, we caught a new one. Domestic gun along Lower East Side.
No, what about the Pattersons?
I'm sorry, Carter, you're breaking up.
Detective. Oh! It isn't wise to sneak up on people.
This is my place, but those drugs aren't mine.
What do you mean?
It means someone must have put them there.
Who?
Okay, I wasn't prepared for that. Who that?
Phil, what's going on?
It's Gil, not Phil. And that's the last time you're gonna make that mistake. Brother?
Brother?
Not that I'm proud to call a drug addict loser my brother. Probably got that from your mother's side.
You're saying my father?
Our father!
Okay.
I knew my mom in high school. He was real nice to her till he knocked her up. That's who our father was.
And because of that, you killed him and my entire family.
What about my family?
What about them?
When my mom died, I had nobody.
Okay.
So I tracked my father down. But he had a new family.
Get over it.
Tried paying me to go away. Any father who would give up his son twice doesn't deserve to have a family.
Why not kill me?
That's not how that works.
Well, I planned to, but you went away. And I had to bide my time for 7 years. And now I get to watch you kill yourself. Sit. Pick up the pills. Swallow them.
I'd like to know how long he's been sober for.
Give you about 8 hours to live. There's no need to be scared. He's sitting right here with you. You're watching every minute of your death. Detective, you cops sure have a knack for for showing up at the wrong time. Your colleague, that lady detective, she interrupted me too. Back then I was too scared to kill a cop. You know she got shot last year anyway? Goes to show I should have killed her when I had the chance.
No.
When your number's up, well, you know the saying.
Can't dig a hole without a shovel. Don't you go anywhere.
Well, you're an idiot.
Not quite how it worked out, though.
Sorry, John. But I'm not buying it. You may be able to fool your police shrink with that version. Maybe even yourself.
Not you, huh?
No, you're forgetting I was over there too. Whatever it is you're not telling me, that's the real reason why you're alone, John. And because time is running out.
Time? Hell, we got all the time in the world. Benny's asleep. The hours before Vince brings us breakfast.
Now listen to me, John. Your time is running out. Your time, John.
What?
Oh.
I don't understand.
You got him, John. The monster that killed Chase's family. And he got you pretty good, too. You managed to get to Chase's car. You need to get help. And if you don't, you're going to die. So is Chase.
Okay.
I've lost some blood, but I don't think I'll bleed out before they get here.
Before who gets here?
Fusco, Fitch, maybe Root.
You forgetting? You didn't tell anybody you were coming up here. True to form, you didn't reach out. Afraid it's just you and me, John. But you're right. You probably won't bleed to death. It's the cold that'll kill you first. I should do something about it. You need to get those keys, John.
Hey, glasses. Get info from Carlo lead to anything?
Sadly, no. And I've been trying unsuccessfully to reach Mr. Reese.
Yeah, well, good luck. I haven't seen or heard from the Quaff Colombo since this morning.
Really?
Why, something got you worried?
Nothing in particular.
Where was you last time you guys talked?
Following Chase Patterson.
Patterson? That's the case Wonderboy pulled?
I'm afraid so. Well, if you do hear from him, will you let me know?
Yeah, sure thing.
You worry too much, Harry. I'm sure wherever he is, the big lad can take care of himself.
Are we forgetting all the times that you've saved him?
All right, keep it moving. You know how this works. You stop, you die. Come on, you seen worse than this. You didn't really survive all of that. To just wind up dying now, out here, alone, at the hands of a psycho who got off one lucky shot. I didn't think so. Attaboy, John. I knew you could do it.
You sure you were an interrogator, not a drill sergeant?
I thought you liked following orders. Now you think you can make it back?
Gonna bleed to death. At least I'm gonna listen to some good music.
At least we can agree on this one.
I missed you.
That's good. Being missed means you meant something to people while you were here. So, you're a cop now?
You're not a real one.
No. Well, that shield looks pretty real. So does the dead bad guy in the snow. Even got you a partner. Poor Fusco.
Wait, what are we still doing here? I could drive us back.
John, listen to me.
There's something wrong with the cedar.
No, there's not.
I'm burning up in here.
Why can't I see your breath? It's not too hot. It's too cold. Engine won't start. Cars don't like the cold. Come on, John. You know this. The heat you're feeling is a hallucination. The last symptom of hypothermia. You're freezing to death, John. John? John! You gotta stay awake. Concentrate. Where are you going?
The highway. I can flag down a car.
That's the hypothermia talking. You're confused.
I'm not. Look, here comes one.
Maybe you should have just gone back inside.
This car, and you die.
The light.
That's the headlights. That's the moon.
The moon.
The storm passed.
No one's coming.
He's really got you worried, doesn't he, Harry?
John has always maintained a certain distance, but this is not like him.
So have you found anything?
I managed to isolate the location of his phone's last connection to our mesh network. Unfortunately, the signal was lost soon after, and I have no other means of determining his location.
I'm sorry, Harry.
Beautiful, isn't it? No noise, no people, nothing. May as well tell me why you really left her behind. No point taking secrets where you're going. Trust me.
First tour. We were outside of Herat, making our way through the mountains at night. We heard shooting. A group of rangers stumbled into the Taliban in the dark. By the time we got there, they were all dead. Both sides. It was one of those things. We had to be over the mountains by sunrise. So we searched them, took their tags, their water, their ammunition, and we just kept moving. And then I noticed something. They all had a picture. Girlfriend, wife, kid. After a while, I realized everybody I found on either side had a picture.
They were fighting for something.
They were dying for something. I figured maybe if I didn't have a picture to carry around with me, I'd be better at my job.
Yet you carry a picture around with you now.
I got back. I broke things off with Jessica.
Maybe you're right then. Maybe this is the path you've been on all along. Path that led you right here. Don't reach out to anyone. Shut everybody out.
Not everyone.
What?
I didn't shut you out. We had a connection. I could talk with you about important things, the things that really mattered.
But John, you never did.
What? Of course I did. That night, we were staking out the bar. We talked.
Yes, we talked about music, our jobs.
And Jessica.
No, John.
She said, I told you about her, how she liked the rain and sleeping in.
I wish we'd had that conversation, but we never did.
Here, this picture. Remember, you kept this, and you gave it to me when we talked about her that night.
I kept the photo, but I never gave it to you. You were talking about a path you were on. I asked if you wanted to talk about it, and you didn't.
I did?
No. You cracked a couple jokes, then you turned the radio up, and that was it. We never got to Jessica. I kept that photo to give to you at the right moment, when you were willing to share that part of yourself with me. But you never were, John. It's like you said, you're here because you were always headed here.
I wanted to talk to you about her. I just wish we had more time.
Yeah, well, that's something we never get enough of.
You're right. I don't let people in. It's not why I didn't tell anyone about the case. I wanted to close this one myself. Just me.
Why?
It was a chance to be close to you again. And I don't want to share that with anyone else.
There's another reason why I kept that photo. There was a side of you I hadn't seen. Happy, hopeful, in love. You can feel that way again, John. You just gotta hold on. There are people who care about you, who could love you. Just gotta let them in.
This would be an interesting episode to have before he kissed the
Whether I
therapist.
liked it or not, I wasn't alone. Neither are you.
Will you stay with me just for a little bit?
Yes, of course. Just hold on, John.
Fosco, I'm guessing.
Hey, Joss. You made it.
Okay, that's the end. Interesting way to end the episode. What happened to Chase? Is he just dead? I don't know. There's just some things that weren't wrapped up. The bad guy for the episode was really cliched. I don't know. Kind of disappointing. But, I did like all the Carter stuff this episode. You know, talking about how, John just doesn't open up, which is true. And I think this would have made a lot more sense if this episode came before he, like, made out with the therapist lady. Because, like, he's already kind of in the process of perhaps moving on. I don't know. It was very sweet to see Carter again, which is nice. I would have liked to have seen Root a little bit more worried. Just saying. Yeah, it was a decent episode. I just think that I would have liked to see a little bit more wrapped up there. I get what they were going for here, but I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought, and I'll see you in the next one.